Well, I'm down to my last battery, so I've got 2.5 days. So I'm going to conserve and probably film a lot less. So you're going to get two things for the price of one this morning. There's the cairns you follow, one there, and there's a giant one right in front of me. That's Silver Peak up there, and as you can see, those low-level clouds are still kind of coming in. You know, it's been in and out of those clouds the whole morning, so I don't think I'm going to head up. Not get all the way up there and then not be able to see anything. But when I left camp, my thermometer read 18 degrees, and it's 16 degrees up here. So it is that inversion I was talking about, where it's cooler air higher, and it's, you know, kind of forcing that down. Anyway, it gives me today's quote from Mary Davis that says, "To walk in nature is to witness 1,000 miracles." And this is something I've never seen before, so it's pretty miraculous to me. The other thing I wanted to mention was, you know, we talk about going on hikes. And if you've ever heard of the great outdoorsman John Muir, he was a Scottish fellow who immigrated to Canada and parts of the United States as well. A lot of trails are named after Mr. Muir. And he said that he didn't like the word hike. He said people ought to saunter in the mountains, not hike. Do you know the origin of that word, saunter? It's a beautiful word. Way back in the Middle Ages, people used to go on pilgrimages to the Holy Land. And when people in the villages through which they passed asked where they were going, they would say, "à la santerre," or "to the Holy Land." And so they became known as santereurs, or saunterers. Now, these mountains are our Holy Land, and we ought to saunter through them reverently, not hike through them. I agree, Mr. Muir. I agree. Well, we're home for the night on beautiful Silver Lake. It is just picturesque. Beautiful rock formations. Two campsites on the lake, H37 and H38. I'm on H37. H38 is through the trees over there where you can see the rocky outcrop. Got the hammock set up, bear ropes hung, fire pit, wood ready to go. And I did want to mention that once you get to the base of the trail that leads you up to Silver Peak, which is about 50 minutes back from here, you finish the Hanson Township section and you're now into the Silver Peak section. So 3 sections down, 2 to go. And we'll do those over the next day and a half, basically. And now I'm going to bring a little Amherstburg to Killarney and enjoy some fine Wolfhead coffee whiskey. Well, it's Monday morning. Come around the other side of Silver Peak, officially in the Silver Peak section. My destination today is a lake called Little Superior, so named because if you look at it on the map, it's basically the same shape as the Big Superior, just a hell of a lot smaller. 10.6K from my last night's campsite to there, so hopefully be there early afternoon. Blessedly cool today. It's only 14 degrees right now. Makes it a little chilly when you stop for a break, but boy, it sure beats hiking in 25-degree weather, that's for sure. Let's give you a panoramic view here. Show you the sights. I'm sure the GoPro can't pick it up, but I can see all the way over into Georgian Bay from here. It's just spectacular. So I'm gonna have a water break, just sit on a nice rock. You know, some of the best breaks I've had have come sitting on a rock. And to think, some people take it for granted. Well, welcome to beautiful Little Superior Lake. Chris Gibbs said it best, the Wolfman, it's pretty as a postcard. Absolutely one of my favorite places to stay in the park. Just gorgeous. So it was 10.6K today. Basically did most anyway of the Silver Peak section. I've got a little bit more to do tomorrow, maybe about 1 kilometer, and then I'm into the final section, the Killarney Ridge section. Just show you a little more of the campsite. There's the fire pit there. And then you can see down below where I've got the camping set up, ready to go. So it was interesting today. I got to H37, which is a campsite on, no, sorry, H47 campsite on Heaven Lake. And there were 3 guys camping there, and the one guy, we were commiserating, talking about the bugs and the heat, and he said yesterday he basically had heat exhaustion. He was ready to call it, and they were probably going to head their way back out rather than do the whole trail. So he was asking me, gotta love the bug net, right? He was asking me, I'll show you what it looks like down. This is a lifesaver. There we go. Keeps the black flies away. Right now I'm out on a point. You can probably hear the wind. That breeze helps keep the bugs away. But anyway, back to my story. He said, so you're doing the whole thing? I said, yeah, this is my 2nd time solo around the trail. He said, you're a beast. And I said, oh, I'm not sure if I'm a beast. I'm sure I smell like one. But it was nice to get the compliment anyway. And that leads me to today's quote by Henry David Thoreau, who said, I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the trees. And when you accomplish a trail like this, as I have, Wolfman has, Lee Majors has, many people have, you really do have that sense of accomplishment and a sense that, you know, there's not much in life that you can't do when you set your mind to it. So again, I'm going to keep the battery life short here, because I wanted to show you the money shot view from the crack tomorrow. The crack is a spot where the ridges have split apart. You actually hike down through it. It's a day hike trail that forms part of the Silhouette Trail, so a lot of people hike up. I'll be coming down, but the view from there is absolutely spectacular, so I want to show you that for sure. And hopefully some thoughts at the end of the trail as well. I think I've got 11.7K to do, but once I do the major climb first thing in the morning, it really is, you know, by Killarney standards, a fairly easy day from that point on. So anyway, we will talk to you probably tomorrow morning. Well, it's Tuesday morning, cloudy and cool, and as I said, major ascent out of Little Superior. That's Little Superior below me. Wolfman and Lee, this is what you missed, the view, because if you remember when we left, it was all mist and fogged over. We couldn't even see the lake from here, but what a great shot. Anyway, gonna keep going. See you at the crack. Well, welcome to the crack. As I said yesterday, this is a place where the ridges have split apart. I'm going to be going down there and navigating my way through all those boulders, which is a lot of fun with a heavy pack on your back. But it is literally all downhill from here to George Lake. So, I promised you the money shot view. So if you bear with me, I'm going to climb back up. And yes, this terrain is indicative of the trail, although you're not on the trail technically here. Just scramble up. But this, what I'm going to show you, is definitely the money shot. If there's one view that you come to Killarney for, this would be it. And as I said, the crack is like a day hike trail. So you can do it probably in about 3 hours round trip, depending on how long you want to stay up here. But look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous. That's Killarney Lake in front of me. I don't know if the GoPro can see it, but I can see a couple of paddlers in the middle of the lake. And in that background is OSA Lake, named for the Ontario Society of Artists, who were instrumental in keeping this place from being logged by the Spanish River Logging Company. A.Y. Jackson, one of the members of the group of 7, lobbied with other artists to save this place. So thank you, A.Y. And there actually is a lake right near the end of the trail, or the beginning if you're coming the opposite direction I went, that's named after A.Y. Jackson. Just absolutely gorgeous. you can see why you come. It is truly, truly, truly amazing up here. And there's always something new that you see in Killarney. And this time, it was this little placard rock. It says Gan Reynolds, 1992 to 2015. And on this side it says our Killarney Ranger Angel. So Gan, wherever you are, God bless you, my friend. You're certainly well remembered by the people who mattered in your life. To do that, climb up here and put that there, that's pretty awesome. But just take in that view. I mean, that's breathtaking. And once I get down through the crack, about 7K from there to the finish. So we'll see you there. Well, here we are, 14 minutes after noon on Tuesday, May 17th. And I just completed the second solo trip around the Cloche Silhouette Trail. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, it doesn't get any easier, but man, oh man, is it worth every step of the way. I hope you enjoyed the views I shared. Hope you enjoy the thoughts I've shared as well. The last one I'm going to share is the hardest part about returning from long distance hiking is that you've grown outside the puzzle and your piece no longer fits. And I think that's because you leave a piece of yourself out here. And in order to reconnect with it, you have to come back. And I was counting one night in the hammock, thinking about how many times I've been out here. And this is my completion of my 17th backcountry adventure. So that's pretty good. Looking forward to number 18, soon to come. So it's off now to the car, a well-deserved shower. And it's cool out today. I don't think it got above 55. The bugs weren't bad until actually here. Once I stopped at the George Lake Campground, they've kind of come out again. But anyway, like I say, a shower and maybe show you some more ruins later. If not, we'll see you on the next trip.